Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about training for overweight and deconditioned individuals and something that we're trying to get everybody to get to, which is getting back to walking. When people are deconditioned, there are many people who are deconditioned in the world, but let's talk just about North America because I'm most familiar with the numbers for that. The number of overweight people is somewhere in 200 million range, which is I think 60 to 70% of the population. I am rounding these numbers, and 40% of the population is obese. You can be conditioned and be heavy, absolutely true. Many athletes are big because of their sport, but they are highly conditioned. We're talking specifically about people who are more deconditioned. This is a topic that is very close to my heart because I was once so hurt that I couldn't walk for 6 months to a year, and I became extremely deconditioned. I ripped my leg in half. I had to have a bunch of leg surgeries. So learning to walk again in a good way is something I'm very interested in. I also have a family member who's been in the hospital for several years and has become very deconditioned. So I am constantly thinking about what is the best way to recondition people. The 4 best exercises for helping people recondition after long bouts of inactivity or forced inactivity due to injury or illness. Suitcase deadlift. Kettlebell is better than dumbbell. We have a bunch of videos on that. Overhead press, single side, a goblet squat, and 2-handed shield cast. Those exercises help people learn to stand all the way up, and those exercises specifically create cross-body stability in the core, which helps people's core fire better. If you have been severely deconditioned, the core loses tension and becomes deconditioned, and people hurt when they try to do things like walk. So you need to do those exercises first. There is a second series of exercises that are done with a heavy club. Inside circle, outside circle, shield cast. All of that is meant to get people better at standing up. There's a whole math and we have whole programs based around that idea. And we need to do all of that stuff in order to get us back to the thing that we need to be doing as humans, which is walking. There are 10 basic things that humans should be good at: walking, running, jumping, quadruped movement or ambulating on your hands and your feet, climbing, lifting and carrying, throwing, and balancing. A program needs to focus on all of those things. Deadlifts, squats, presses are all versions of lifting and carrying. Club, inside circle, outside circle, shield cast are all versions of throwing patterns, and those help you get back to walking. So we're already covering 3 of the most important things that humans do. When people are deconditioned, they feel bad because they can't walk. And they don't know if they're gonna make it back because they're so deconditioned. And so there's built-in fear inside of that deconditioning, which keeps people from trying to recondition. People say you gotta go out and walk for 45 minutes a day, and many people simply cannot survive that. So here is a simple idea. Simple does not mean easy. I want you to set a timer for 1 minute. I don't want you to go out your front door, and I want you to walk for 1 minute. When the bell goes off, you turn around and you go back. That's it. On the second day you go out for a walk, I want you to set a timer for 1 minute and 15 seconds. It does not need to be a massive change. I want you to walk out your door, walk maybe a different direction, instead of left, go right, walk for 1 minute and 15 seconds. When the bell rings, I want you to turn around, you want to walk back. The whole point of this is that you are learning to ensure success. If you walk so far that you get incredibly tired, then you get sore, then you don't want to do it. If you make it just a small distance and you add a small amount of time each day, you will recondition yourself without all the things that make it go negative inside of your brain. If you're sore, it's negative. If your feet hurt, it's negative. Start with something easy. If you build up to the point where you do start to get sore or too tired, I want you to start it over. I want you to go back down to a minute and start it over. You cannot progress straight up forever. It's important that you progress up for a while, build up to say 30 minutes, and then go back down and start over again. You could start and you could do a minute on the first week, say a minute 15, a minute 30, a minute 45, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, that's week 1. It's doable. Next week you can add again. Right? And you can work your way up. And over the course of 6 months, you will drastically change your life. That is the point of all of the stuff that we do. The point is to change your life in a positive way so that you can get back out in the world, so that you can adventure. The point of walking is to get you to places you haven't been before. If you can't walk around the world. Better walking, better life.